had no idea that this condition existed. And now I feel like I know a little bit more about it. And I loved the way that they told this story. They kind of built upon what he was going through with all of these different sounds in the office. I loved what they did with the camera angles. I thought that this was really well acted, really well edited. I really liked the staircase shot. I think that they did a lot of creative stuff with how they did their camera angles, which was clever. And the music at the end, when he finally finds those headphones, when the little boy gives him the headphones, and he gets that silence, that peace.
Their attention to detail with the kind of background noise that I think everybody hears, especially if you work in an office on a day-to-day basis, but you kind of filter out, or you have the ability to filter out, and he obviously doesn't have the ability to filter it out or let it kind of fade into the background. So I thought they did a really, really good job of highlighting those different sounds, and not just the same ones, but like introducing new sounds and really highlighting that it was very distracting for him and very irritating and everything else. And then to have at the very, very end this kind of like kid who just has this matter of fact answer for him, which I think a lot of the times kids tend to do because they see problems differently than adults do. And the absolute like silence that was after that, I thought was, it highlighted it even more, just how loud and how loud and distracting and everything that he was hearing when you had just the absolute silence after. So I thought it was really, really well done. I like that things kind of like came back into color for him. Like he was finally able to kind of focus and breathe and stuff like that once all the sound kind of stopped.
The repetitive nature of all of the sounds and the Foley, the way the Foley was done, how it was such in the forefront, it really made me uncomfortable, and I don't have misophonia. So it really kind of put me in the place of the lead character and what he was going through. I really love this. It's very clear. The storytelling is excellent. The direction is great. The editing is really good. And the leading actor is fantastic. Just barely said anything, and just really clear in what he was experiencing.
I thought it had a really cool premise, the anxiety of someone, presumably an agent in the Hollywood film business, that kind of loses it in a sense because of his sensitivity to certain sounds. I think there's like this expectation for agents and executives and people in positions of power in film to kind of have it all together and figured out. And I thought it was unique to see, a protagonist being portrayed in the opposite way, and through a deterioration of this person.
So the biggest thing with Misophonia that I wanted to talk about is just the premise of the film itself, because I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about misophonia, or when they do talk about misophonia, it's usually the lead up to a joke. I guess because it's not officially a diagnosable thing. There are folks out there who consider it, a fake condition. But there are a lot of people who go through it, myself included. And so I just wanted to say, I think it's a great way to spread awareness about the condition, because, like I said, at the current moment, there are, not everyone, but there are a few individuals who do still consider it not real, a joke. And yeah, I think this is a really good way to spread that message.
The very close-up shot at the beginning really set the stage, and these loud sounds made for a very visceral experience. and it allowed the viewer to fully indulge and let a sensory overload wash over them. It was kind of an experiment in empathy of immersing somebody into that sensory experience and what it feels like inside the other person's body. Once the sound deprivation was achieved, all of the lighting got brighter, the more saturation, and it just showed how the world around him changed, and this real sense of relief washed over me as well. So I thought it was actually really brilliantly done. Great sound design, great vision for the piece, and building of that tension.
I think it did a great job of setting the stage and my expectations and kind of knowing what to expect. And then I really liked the role that the sound was playing and how the sounds were heightened. Like, even I felt annoyed by all the background sounds, and I think that made it really easy to relate to the character. The acting was really great, and I really liked how the piece just showed the other characters' interactions and responses, and I think I did a really great job of raising awareness.